Hello and welcome to another One Sports Webcast. I'm Curt, Lestan.
And I'm Jason Vonick. Curt and I are going to give our mid-season grades on a few NFL players. So let's get started with Phillip Rivers. Curt, Chargers have lost 3 straight since their bye week. With Rivers at the helm, what do you think?
It's Rivers' fault, okay? That's what I think. I'm giving him a big, fat F, all right? Hey, listen, yes, an F. He's putting up passing yards. That's awesome and great. But you know what? When you're facing a team like the Green Bay Packers, like they did this past weekend, he throws 4 touchdowns. That's awesome. But 3 interceptions, and 2 of them are returned for pick sixes. He is hurting his team, not helping. He is the reason why they will not make the playoffs. And even if they do, they won't go far because he can't win games.
Okay, but they're still in it right now. They're 4-4,
but they're 500 because of him.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that, but they're still in it. I'm going to give him a C. For that reason, he has 19 turnovers this year. That's just in and above itself. That's ridiculous.
It's way too many.
But he's doing well in terms of passing yards. He's throwing to Vincent Jackson. But I kind of agree. If you take away half of his interceptions and turnovers, they'd be 7-1, and maybe he'd get a grade above.
So you're basically making my
case. I'm not going to give him an F.
If he was playing better and wasn't doing the whole Brett Favre, let's throw it up there,
but
then he wouldn't be in the situation. The team would be doing a lot better.
If he would get an F if they took him out. If he was quality to get benched. They're not going to do that. They never would to Phillip Rivers.
All right, well, listen, I disagree with you on that one, clearly. But Panthers wide receiver Steve Smith has enjoyed a bounce-back year this year with Cam Newton at the helm. Jason, what do you make of this turnaround for Steve Smith?
Okay, well, one thing is he's gone off, but it's because of Cam Newton. It's just a good combo. Any combination when you have a quarterback who can throw the ball downfield and a wide receiver who can quickly go and catch that, beat the defenders, it's going to help. He's already got more receptions and touchdowns, but, I mean, having a big arm helps. I give him an A, but I'm not going to give him an A+. Because he's faced 4 of the 5 worst pass defenses in the league. So once he can prove himself there, yeah, but he's doing well.
I'm giving Steve Smith a B-, okay? He is second in the league with 918 receiving yards. He is playing well. B- because I expect this from Steve Smith. Last year, he was playing like a player who wanted to get out of Carolina, couldn't leave fast enough. And then this year, he decides to turn it around. Come on. I need this consistency game in and game out.
What would you give Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers?
What would you give Aaron Rodgers, huh?
An A.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone expects him to do well, but the Packers are 8-0.
But he's consistent. He always does well.
Right, but, well, no, I mean, not that much. He just came recently when he started, but Steve Smith has gone up. You can't take anything away from him. He's got to get an A. I don't care if he doesn't normally do this, but still, he's having a remarkable year.
All right, fine. You can be wrong. Whatever. It's fine.
Cardinals running back Beanie Wells may be in his 3rd year, but it's his 1st year as the definitive starter with Tim Hightower now in Washington. Curt, with the former Buckeye, now the definitive starter, what would you give him with him being the go-to guy?
Beanie gets my A. Beanie Wells gets the A in this one. Okay, I don't know why you're shaking your head. He's finally living up to his first draft pick.
In the beginning of the season.
He already has more touchdowns than he ever has in his career.
Okay, the one thing I will say is good for that is Ken Wisenhunt must be loving the fact that he's only missed 1 game halfway through a year. After week 4, he had 5 touchdowns, averaging over 100 rushing yards per game. But, I mean, what has he done since? They've lost 6 of 7, and he's averaging 3.3 yards per carry.
He is on a team made up of hamburgers, and he is a steak. He is playing very well right now. He is finally living up to the potential he has. You cannot knock this guy for playing well.
Well, I wouldn't say that far. I mean, Kevin Cobb has not been the quarterback that they've wanted this year. And so you think he would be putting up much better numbers, and he hasn't. He's done well. If it was the beginning of the year, I would give him an A. But just recently, he hasn't done well.
For Beanie Wells, for him, who hasn't done anything in his career this far, to get off to this kind of a start is very good.
I mean, I definitely give it better. I give him a B-, just because he's definitely doing a lot better, but not what he normally has.
All right, well,
in college at least.
Jason's wrong. But we have to take a quick break. But when we come back, I'll sit down with our college basketball experts to preview the upcoming season. You're watching One Sports.